Right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna show you guys how I won't say killed the market, but how I made $500 today trading ES. Let me just delete all this extra stuff. Change this to regular. All right, let's go into this. Now, one thing I do want to say is kind of just seeing how the market started at open. We didn't really have a big move, big explosive move today. From open to close, it was only about 60 points on ES. Of course, it's ES, so it's not really like anything crazy. Nas moved for about 260 points. So we've seen bigger days, but um, kind of just going over. Oh, and actually it was 800, two different accounts, but whatever. Besides the point, kind of just going over the order flow here. We did see price open up way down here, or in this area. We traded lower, made this high, and we started to break lower. Now overall, we are in a bearish trend, so I was pretty much open more to sells than buys for today's session. And the reason why is, yeah, I mean, obviously people are going to be buying and catch those moves. Great, cool. But once you build like your own style of trading, and once you are able to adapt to what you see in the market versus what other people are doing, that's kind of what sets the difference. You're not chasing at that point. You're really just having an understanding for what the market is doing, and you're waiting for your best possible position to get into whatever you want to get into, right? So, real quick, let me just mark out like where the buys would have been. We opened here, price dropped lower. Now that low that price created, right? This is open up here, right? Can't really see it, but right there's open. Trade a little bit higher. We went lower, but that move lower filled the new week opening gap. That was expected. So from there, of course, we want to see price jump higher, and that's where people were buying. So we know that a new week opening gap, opening range gap, new day opening gap, all the gaps are a good spot for reversals. So when price kind of made this high up here, breaking structure, right, we're able to really get into these particular buys, which lined up with the fair value gap here. This was that fair value gap, and these were the buys. Stop loss wherever you're comfortable, and then obviously you can take TP. To me, I would have just went to these highs. You could have went to these highs, but just my style of trading, I like to just go to where it's just a low risk entry, meaning that particular area is most likely gonna get hit. And if we go higher, we go higher. But at least I know that my point of interest is something that I can look for, right? So me going into the sells, you can kind of see on the chart, we're looking at the same thing here, right? We made this high after the buy moves, and I don't think that was into anything particular. Okay, so just kind of this small 1 hour for value gap, but we traded through it, so I wasn't really looking for anything particular in that area. What I was looking for was price to just go with the trend, right? So once we made this high, and I saw this huge swing that we went lower, so from this high, just mark it out, this high to this low, we had a huge swing. From there I was like, okay, let's get into these shorts. Price retraced higher. The only thing I didn't like here is when we retraced into that break of structure, it did fill this 15-minute fair value gap on NQ. Was a little bit more aggressive. We actually fully traded through a little bit higher, and SPX, this candle was bullish. It was looking like it was going to close bullish, which I was not going to get into sells at that point. But within the last, I think, 5-6 minutes of the 15-minute candle here, we started aggressively pushing lower, right? So that was this move here. And once I started to see that, I was like, okay, cool. I kind of waited a little bit longer than I usually do. So usually, like this first fair value gap would have been my main entry, but I wanted to see price actually pushing lower. So we traded into the fair value gap, traded lower, made a low here, left this fair value gap, and that was my entry here, as you can see. And then we went low into 5 minute fair value gaps at the bottom that were down here, right? But this is just kind of being patient, waiting for your key areas in the market and just understanding the order flow that's going to be taking place. Once you know the order flow, once you know the market is going for certain areas, is going to reach those areas, or just like basically the cycle of the market on a daily basis. Once you grasp that understanding, then you can really start to capitalize, and it doesn't even have to be the move that everyone is getting into. I don't think I really saw anyone getting into sells today, but me, I was for sure. And again, down here at the 5 minute fair value gap, you could have got into buys to go back up. Now we did close in a range in this area. It's a pretty rangy day, but after these buys, I was not looking for anything other than like whatsoever after that. Um, but yeah, I mean, good day, $800 day. You just keep replicating that every day, or I should say every trading day. And I mean, you can really make a good career out of this for yourself, or I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. I mean, we're just here to give you guys the knowledge, and then whatever you want to fucking do, run with it, I guess. But um, join our free Telegram. There's always free stuff being posted in there. If you want to be a paid member, let us know. We will guide you. We will put our time in with you and help you get to where you want to be. Trading can be simple. It's a fucking brutal thing to even like get into. It's hard, but it pays off. And the only reason why I say it's hard is because if you can't control your emotions in these markets, you're pretty much fucked, honestly. Um, Emotions is a big thing, and we go over that as well. Like, of course, like that's probably it's easy to learn this. It's pretty easy to learn. Once you apply it, you'll start to see. But a lot of people are on that silver lining of gambling and trading, which is what we want to break people out of. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Instagram is always in the description. Like the video, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. But if you want to learn and take this serious, hit us up and we will help you. Again, join the free chat, ask your questions, drop some charts. We will help you. Of course, we, like I say in all the videos, we save most stuff for paid members, but we're not just going to dismiss you because you're not paying us. That's not how we operate at all. But awesome. I'll see you guys back for next video. I probably be tomorrow, depending how the market goes. If not, I'll be dropping it on Monday.